It's kind of like you remember about 30, 40 years ago, a person would retire after 40, 50 years with a company and they'd maybe get the gold watch. And then they would go and live 5 or 10 years. And most people would check out after that because there wasn't a second level. Who would ever think that a 65-year-old would be working at a fast food stand or bagging groceries at the
Terrible.
groceries just in order to survive?
To
Now, in
survive.
third world countries, that's been going on forever. As you know, the Lama spent 10 years of my life. I'm one of the few Westerners that spend 10 years of my life in training living in third world countries. And I've seen this interaction.
Yep.
And they have to pull together to make ends meet, that because they're forced to do so. You have 3 or 4 adults in one household pulling together to make it work. Now that has shifted to a reality. Now, where we want to take that reality is to educate that newly workforce and say, you don't have to just retire and go work for a grocery store and die 10 years later, that the best years of your life can still be in front of you, because we're going to teach you how to get healthy, spiritually connected, and we're going to teach you how to create a business on the internet that would dwarf the concept of you bagging groceries or flipping hamburgers. See, I
That's so
think
that's so disrespectful to our folks that have been around that long, that most are such a blessing with so much wisdom, kindness, and love. You even said, it's disgraceful. As human beings, we should be very embarrassed that we treat our folks that have more years than us like that. It's wrong. And so, it's so interesting to see that what we're doing here, the fruits of the labor of the circle of life on Rasaji.com, the testimonials coming in of the transformations and all of that happening. And folks, if any of you are on Circle of Life, you're doing the 45-day challenge, or you're part of the Circle of Life community, put in the comments what's happening, what's going on for you. But as I see more and more videos coming in, more and more testimonials coming in, and then the launching of the mastermind webinars, to be able, even just the free versions of both things, the amount of value that you're giving to people to help them transition. We're really, I look at both of these platforms is, like we talked about, this perfect infinity sign, this 8 just moving and flowing, because you got both sides circles of this thing, the circle of life and mastermind, and the fruits of the labor of these two things and the team around it, and then watching the transformation of the people. It's amazing. And now we're getting ready to launch the ability where people will be able to share that free system and literally build multiple streams of income by sharing the free system, and then seeing these transformations that are happening for people that you don't see. And listen, folks, my background, I've been involved in a lot of different opportunities as far as building businesses online. I've been doing it for over 20 some since 1995. When 1996 came, they started doing pay-per-click. Jimmie, the Patriot, was on there doing it. Okay. And I've done lots of systems, hundreds of systems I've been involved in, and I've never seen the testimonials that I've been seeing coming from the Rasaji.com circle of life. I've never seen it. And it's so important for this stuff that's coming out of the Lamasery, the truth, again, the holy scriptures that we all have access to, whether whatever religion it's in, it's suppressed. Okay. There's a lot missing, right? So this information is coming out, coming through our brother, our favorite Lama over here. And these systems are helping people, and you're actually seeing real fruit of the labor, because we need more people to be ready for this other side of the equation, for the receiving side of this wealth transfer. And we're in overdrive here, folks. So I hope that you are in overdrive. And the most important thing that you work on right now is yourself and your connection with the creator. I'll wake up in the morning, get up about 4:30, get out of bed, don't just rush out, but I'll spend the first 2 hours, 2.5 hours in the morning in prayer and meditation, and then making sure I'm getting my walking, exercising in before I get my day started. Well, that's how I start my day. And I wouldn't miss it for anything. And the opportunity and the discernment just keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. So it's working. So again, if you've been through the 45-day challenge, or you're in the community and you've seen positive results, or you've seen negative results, put it in the comments. Let people know. So when they're watching these videos, they see those comments, and your comment can help bring them to save there's things going on, folks, that we don't come out publicly and tell you about that are amazing stuff. I mean, some of it you wouldn't even believe it.